Hey, what is up? Denise Salcedo here. Thank you guys so much for coming onto my stream. I know that unless you're like in the West Coast, it's pretty late for some of you guys. So I hope that if you guys do come in, you guys enjoy coming into the channel. So right now, by the way, I need an intro for my live streams because it's kind of weird when I just put up the logo. Anyways, thank you so much for everybody who came into the stream, who's watching it live. And for those of you guys that are watching it on replay, thank you guys so much as always. Anyways, so the last, I guess you can say, few hours has kind of been a whirlwind for wrestling fans. There's been a lot happening. First and foremost, I didn't have any pictures for this, but I do want to announce, obviously, that Kenny Omega has announced that he is officially leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know how many of you guys already saw that on Twitter, but it's official. It's happening. He's leaving. His contract expires at the end of this month, and he's either going to be going to All Elite Wrestling or WWE. We still don't know yet. I don't know when we're going to find out, but it's officially happening. Personally, so I posted on Twitter that I didn't see it coming, and people were like, really, you didn't see it coming? That's not what I meant. By that, I meant that I still thought that he was going to kind of stick around with New Japan. I still thought that he had a lot more to do. When we did the Wrestle Kingdom 13 preview and when we did the prediction show, all of that stuff, we talked about, I mentioned that I felt that he still had a lot more to accomplish because his reign wasn't anywhere near Okada's reign. And so that's why I didn't think he was going to leave yet. But I was clearly wrong. Clearly wrong, guys. And anyways, the news broke during Impact's Homecoming show. So yeah, so things got I got very distracted, guys. I should also tell you, for those of you guys who do not know, I am a huge Taylor Swift fan. So while I was watching Impact, Taylor Swift news broke. So news has been breaking all day, and I've just been like, ah! So anyways, but yeah, so we're going to do our Impact review show. First of all, I need to say hi, though, to D-Train Riot Maker. What's up, D-Train? We have Miklo1. Hello, Miklo. And we also have Becca in here. Hey, Becca. I'm so excited to have a girl. I always like having girls on my stream. Yay. All right. If you're in here, guys, please leave some comments. Even if you watch afterwards, please leave some comments because that is how I do well in my streams, when other people leave me comments, so I don't feel like I'm talking to nobody. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get started, alrighty? First and foremost, let's break it down. I want to say at the top of this that Impact Homecoming was a real good show. I very much enjoyed it. We're going to get into the details later, but I want to say that I know that the ending of the show was a little weird, but I don't think that it should take away from everything else that happened earlier on in the show. So hopefully, I know that people already put out the clips of that weird finish in Brian Cage's and Johnny Impact's match. I hope that the people that have not given Impact a chance don't see that and be like, oh, we're not watching, because I did read some comments and I was like, stop it. It was a great show. So anyways, yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. But let's go ahead and kick it off first. I want to start off by saying that Impact Homecoming was the first live show in the Asylum since September 8, 2004, guys. And as you can tell by this photo here, the place is full, alright? I don't know how many of you guys noticed it, but also during the match, you guys can tell that there wasn't very much space between the ring and the barricade. So I almost feel that they definitely packed it all in to fit as many people as possible. So it was definitely a packed house at the Asylum. Impact also made a few announcements, guys, in terms of their future. As we know, they are moving to the Pursuit channel. On Fridays, they have a new time slot of 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And they made an announcement on their show that they will be moving, that not only will they be moving to the Pursuit channel, but that they will also be simultaneously broadcasting their show on Twitch, which is great because that was one of the topics that we discussed, was that, you know, not everybody has the Pursuit channel, so you don't want to chop off that audience or lose that dedicated audience, so why not put it on Twitch where it's worldwide and anyone can pretty much watch whether or not they have the Pursuit channel. So good for them. I'm super excited that they made that announcement, so yay. All right, Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. The first match of the night, match number 1, the show kicked off with the Ultimate X to decide the new X Division champion. It was Rich Swann versus Ethan Page versus Trey Miguel versus Jay Chris. Guys, I think that this was a great way to kick off the show. I feel that, obviously, you want to start off the show with something fun, with something exciting. Every match on this card, even before actually watching the matches, they all sounded and looked really good. But I'm really glad that they kicked it off with this match. I thought each and every single guy in this show was so highly impressive. Literally, each and every single one of them. One of the ones, even though Rich Swann did win, I think that Jay Chris definitely stood out the most. In fact, like, I would even go as far to say as the fact that he's underrated. I absolutely loved his kicks. They were super impressive during this match. I was looking at them and I was like, wow, like, I don't know why I never realized it prior to that he's a really good wrestler. Anyways, I really enjoyed him. Okay, Ethan Page. So I love Ethan Page, guys. I think he's really fun. You guys can check out my interview with him on my YouTube channel as well. But, so Ethan Page is a lot heavier than the other guys in this match. So I originally thought that he was going to kind of just be in there to be the guy that catches everyone, you know? But no, Ethan Page held his own in this match, alright? He went up to the ropes, he did it all, and it looked very impressive because, you know, he doesn't have the smaller size of a body, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool to see as well. For those of you guys, I don't know if you noticed this too, commentary did mention it, but they did mention that what do you call it? What's the word? What's the word, guys? What's the word? The structure. There you go, the structure. The structure of the Ultimate X match was a little bit higher, which made it a lot better, I think. I personally enjoyed it a little bit higher, so that was pretty cool too. In terms of Trey Miguel, I feel that this was a match to showcase him. You know, maybe for us, the fans, to get to see him, you know, a little bit more. And I think he did very well. He had very good moments in this match as well. What else do I want to add about him? Yeah, he had really good moments. I'm glad that Rich Swann won. So while I was watching this match, I kept thinking to myself, man, Impact is literally the best thing that ever happened to Rich Swann. As we know, I feel like obviously when he was in WWE, we didn't really get to see very much of him. You know, 205 Live only did so much. But now, like, he's like this whole new person that I feel like I really just rediscovered. And so I'm glad that he won the title. There's going to be a lot more matchups that he can do. He's extremely talented. And yeah, I thought this was a good match, guys. It was a fun opener. I wouldn't say that it was like the best ever Ultimate X match because I feel like I've seen other really good ones, but this one was not bad at all. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think about the opening match tonight on Impact's Homecoming show? Are you happy that Rich Swann won? Are you not happy? Do you not care? Did you want somebody else to win? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and who did you think was the most impressive in the match? Because I felt everybody brought something totally different to the table, and it all worked very well. Alright, and moving on, guys, let's go ahead and move on to match number 2. Match number 2 was Allie and Su Yung versus Kiera Hogan and Jordynne Grace. So first of all, I want to go ahead and say that, you know, it's nothing new that Su Young's character is absolutely great. I thought that was one of the that's obviously her biggest strong suit, is her character. I thought that Jordynne Grace is obviously, to me, probably the most talented in terms of wrestling skill. I think Allie has absolutely improved a lot since she first came out on Impact. I want to actually know a little bit more about what Allie's been doing, because I feel like she's gotten really, really good in the ring, like even better. I want to know what she's been doing. Like, I don't know if someone's been training her, if she's been working more indies. I don't know what's going on with Allie, but I've definitely been seeing a change in her. One of the things I also wanted to add was that Kiera, I think Kiera's good. She has a lot of athleticism, so that's really good to sort of see them all mix and intertwine together. The match was a little bit slow, I would say, but I think that people were kind of just like settling in from the first match, but afterwards the fans really got into it because overall it was a solid match, really good wrestling. The girls really went out there and they like did it all. I personally really enjoyed it. One of the things that I also wanted to say that I enjoyed was the fact that in the end Rosemary came back. I liked that because they didn't just drop off this storyline that's been going on for a long time. They've continued it and, you know, we're still seeing it happen. You know, there's so many times when we see a storyline start, end, and then never have a resolution, but that's not what's happening here. They're actually continuing everything that's been going on, you know, with the Undead Realm and all of that. Okay, so then Let's see. All right, the last time we did see Rosemary was at Bound for Glory when she came out in that skit. That was the last time we saw her. She came back. Allie looked super afraid of her. My thing is that I think that maybe Allie sees her as like different, you know, like even though she was back and she tried saving her and all of that stuff, she's like a different person now. So I'm pretty excited to see where they're going to go with Rosemary and Allie specifically in this storyline. So yeah, that was match number 2, guys. What are we seeing here? D-Train has some thoughts on the first match. He said, yeah, Swan is going to Impact was a good move, and he gets to be with his girlfriend, who just happens to be in the next match. And then he said, when I see Su Yung, I think of what WWE would do for an entrance. Yeah, they do not do WWE actually continue in a story. Yes, D-Train, you said essentially what I was trying not to say, but you said it, that they're doing something that, you know, I'm not going to compare it to Sasha Bailey, that's for sure. Alright guys, so that was basically match number 2. Again, share your thoughts in the comment box, and I will be reading those as well. Alright, let's get to match numero 3. Alright guys, match number 3 was Moose versus Eddie Edwards. Guys, this is everything that a blood feud should be. It started fast with Eddie Edwards attacking Moose. They went into the crowd, they went back and forth the chops. They used the kendo sticks. Well, Alicia Edwards really used the kendo sticks, but they did a lot in this match, and I feel that they did everything that you want to see in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I can't say anything bad about this match other than it was really good. I also feel like I really do need to rewatch it though, because this was when I was getting distracted with all the Golden Globes Taylor Swift stuff. So I do need to rewatch this match, but overall it was still really good from everything that I remember. Anybody have any thoughts on Moose versus Eddie Edwards? Go ahead and drop it in the comment box below. Alright, if not, we're going to go ahead and move on to match number 4. We have Sami Callihan taking on one of my all-time favorites, Willie Mack. I love Willie Mack. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm a huge fan of his work. And more so, I feel this match was another showcase for Willie Mack. It was literally meant to highlight a lot of what he does. He got over with the crowd. It didn't even matter that he lost this match because the fans, you know, they saw him as something special. And I think that the fact that it took Sami Callihan a lot to beat Willie Mack basically went out there and said, you know, Willie Mack is, you know, a worthy opponent, that sort of thing. What did you guys think about this match? Anybody share any thoughts on Willie Mack versus Sami Callihan? Let me know. Alright, but other than that, good match as well for this one. I'm a big fan of Willie. Alright, moving on to numero... Alright, I just thought I had a new comment. Alright, moving on to number 5. Oh wait, no, hold on. So prior to going on to the next match, I want to say really quickly that I did like Eli Drake's promo prior to his match against Abyss. I liked that he did the Bird Box things. I'm sure everyone on the stream has seen Bird Box, and if you haven't, you at least know about it because we're not living under a rock. He started the promo with kind of like when Sandra Bullock was talking to the 2 kids. That was pretty cool. I liked the backdrop that they did it at. I thought it was a great promo. So really good way to hype up the match as well. So yeah, that was that. Now let's go ahead and move on to match number 5. Alright, so match number 5 was obviously the Monsters Ball between Eli Drake and Abyss. And guys, this match was really good. There was a lot of really good moments. I really liked obviously the super hardcore stuff because I'm a mark for all of that stuff. But one of my favorite parts of the entire match was when Eli Drake went through the through the, I can't talk, thumbtacks. Alright, when he went through the thumbtacks, wow, I can't say thumbtacks. Thumbtack. Alright, whatever. Ignore that. You guys know what it is. Alright, when he went through them, I thought that was really cool. You know, when they did the gun, the staple gun to the pec, that was at the top of the match. That was cool. The belly-to-belly suplex that Abyss did, and Eli Drake landing on the furthest table, that was really cool too. There was a lot of really good moments in this match, a lot of fun ones. Of course, Abyss also brought out Janice. What else? Oh, I thought the part with the zip ties was pretty funny. When Eli Drake couldn't get the zip ties on Abyss, I was remembering this. I was telling my boyfriend while I was watching this, I was like, dude, zip ties are really hard to work with. And literally, as I said it, Eli Drake was like struggling to get the zip ties on, and I was like, oh my god. Anyways, but I thought that was funny. Devil J Cry says he broke the paddle. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. I also like the use of the paddle. He literally hit him right on the head, and that thing just like split open, man. That was crazy, because you know for a fact that definitely hurt. Let's see, guys. I want to see if I want to add any other. Nope, that was pretty much all my notes for this match, guys. Good match. Eli Drake won it. Honestly, it's what you want to see in a Monsters Ball, guys. Let's just say that. It had what we wanted to see in it. D-Train says, yeah, the zip tie didn't really stay on either. Nope, it did not. But I don't think it really made that big of a difference, because I think he was still obviously going to do the same spot with the chairs. So whether or not he was zip tied or not zip tied, it didn't really make that much of a difference. I thought that with the impact and how many chair shots he actually threw, that it worked out perfectly fine whether or not he didn't have the zip ties on. But it was funny, though. I will give him that, because I could only imagine what was going through Eli Drake's head. Like, dang it! I can't get the zip ties on! Crap! Alright, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. Ooh. Alright, nobody report me, alright? Alright, so anyways, I just thought that was funny. Anybody else have any thoughts on this match? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Alright, now I'm just laughing. Okay, moving on. Alright, guys. Hold on. I need a way bigger introduction for this next match. Alright, this next match, if you guys were following me on Twitter, this next match is, I know, wait, what day is it? January 6th. We're barely 6 days into 2019, and I already found match of the year. Alright, guys? Match of the year. This next match. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care anything. This match was so incredible. Alright. LAX versus Lucha Brothers, Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. was absolutely insane. I don't even know where to start. I literally wrote down so much stuff, but it was like, oh, this could happen, this happened, oh my god, this happened. Honestly, okay, so we already knew that this match was going to be good, alright? LAX and Lucha Brothers are literally the top tag teams that you can say in the entire world, in the entire wrestling industry right now, alright? So having them against a match, having them in the same match together, you knew for a fact that it was going to be crazy. You knew for a fact that it was going to be really, really good. But you know how sometimes you built up expectations, but then sometimes, you know, things don't live up to the hype or something like that? No, this one literally lived up to the hype. Like, after I'm done with the stream, I don't mind going back and rewatching this match. Tomorrow when I wake up, I don't mind rewatching the match again, because it was that good and so much good stuff happened. D-Train says, I agree the match was good, just seemed a little short in my opinion. It's funny because, well, I didn't time the match. I can't even tell you how long it was. But I feel that it was just so good that you don't want it to stop. Because I was kind of like, when the pin came, I was like, aw, already? No. But at the same time, I was like, oh, wait, LAX retained. Oh, snap. Because I wasn't sure. Honestly, I wasn't sure who was going to win this match, to tell you guys the truth. I thought, okay, if LAX wins, it's, you know, it's making them a stronger tag team, the fact that they beat Phoenix and Pentagon. You know, that's, you know, a big, huge deal. But then I thought, okay, this would be a good idea for the Lucha Brothers to win, because they've technically only been teaming for, you know, X amount of months, you know. So I thought, okay, if they really want to push them as a tag team now instead of two separate singles competitors, then, you know, they should win this match. So This one, I didn't really know which direction it was going to go. But let's go ahead and I want to talk about some of the things that happened in this match. First and foremost, it was very fast-paced. You don't need me to tell you that. You guys know that. You watched it. It was super fast-paced. Phoenix, all right, at the top of this match, Phoenix did a dive from the ring outside onto the stage, into the platform area, onto Ortiz. And I swear to God, guys, I've never seen a dive that, like, it was literally like a shooting star, all right? It was long. It was a long dive. I don't know how to say that. It was a long dive. It was a very far one. Rewatch it if you guys don't remember that. But I just remember being very, very impressed by that one single dive. And then I think I even saw somebody on Twitter say, like, no one can do dives anymore if they're not as great as Phoenix's, and I totally agree with that. During the match, there was really big chants. The crowd was very hot. They had Cero Miedo chants and then LAX chants. So the crowd was very into both teams, and I thought that was great. They were very hot. There was, Phoenix did the tope con hilo on a sitting LAX, which was new. At first, I didn't know what was going to happen when I saw them set them up sitting down. That was also really cool. After LAX did the street sweeper, I was very excited that they didn't get the 3 count after that because it almost felt like a finish, but then it wasn't a finish. So that was pretty cool. In terms of the Lucha Brothers losing this match, it does raise the rumors of are they leaving to All Elite Wrestling? I don't know. But that seems to be the theme of Wrestle Kingdom 13 and the theme, well, not the theme of Impact Homecoming, but you can't help but to ask yourself these questions, you know. Are they leaving? I don't know. I really don't know. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, one more thing I do want to add about LAX. I think the fact that LAX is an Impact is, obviously they're having amazing matches. We know that. But I think that they're literally the most talented tag team out there right now. And the fact that they're an Impact is not giving them that recognition. I think more people should be talking about LAX because I really do think that they're a really great tag team. Maybe I'm going to go out there and say that they're better than the Young Bucks. I know some people are going to be like, what, Denise, you're crazy. You crazy girl. You're wrong. But I really do think so. I really do think that they're just a very incredible, solid tag team, and that's not to take away from anybody else, but I do think that they need to be talked about more as one of the best tag teams out there right now in wrestling. So yeah, shout out to LAX on that one. D-Train says, LAX to me has improved since they first debuted in Impact. Dude, improved is like not even the word, okay? It's just like crazy. Devil J Cry says, they are, though. Thank you! I'm so glad you agree with me on that because, you know, obviously no one can deny the amount of success and popularity of the Young Bucks, you know? No one's taking anything away from them. I just think that LAX is just like, they're getting to that next level or are at that next level at this point. But yes, guys, amazing, amazing, amazing match. I do want to show this picture as well. I found this picture also on Twitter. I think WrestleZone posted this picture. So yeah, so credit to them for that one. Guys, this was so nice to see. Just like all these 4 guys plus Conan. It's a really great moment, and I did go out on a limb on Twitter, and I did say that this was Lucha, that this is what Lucha is and what Lucha should be. And honestly, like, it's kind of sucks when you see, you know, these big Lucha stars. I'm not going to name any names or name any companies, but go to these companies and not get the push or the push that they deserve. They don't get the opportunities that they deserve. And I liked the fact that Impact is showcasing the very best of Lucha and what, you know, Lucha guys can do. Lucha Libre. All right. So yeah, that's what I have to say on that. DJ Riot wrote, LOL, Lucha House Party. Dude, just yeah. I'm not even gonna get into that. So yeah, Shelly won. Who won? Johnny Impact or Brian Cage? Oh, we're gonna get into that, by the way. We'll get into the whole craziness that happened at the end of the match. But before we get to that, guys, we cannot skip over the women's match and an incredible moment that came out of this match. It was Tessa Blanchard versus Taya Valkyrie, obviously for the Knockouts Championship. And we do, ladies and gentlemen, have a new women's champion, and that is Taya Valkyrie. Guys, this was a difficult spot for them on the show, alright? After the possibly the greatest match of 2019, it is very hard to follow up. No matter who was on that spot after them was going to be, you know, a tough one to, you know, get out there and do it. This was a very good match. I think the crowd was a little exhausted. They did pick up. They did get picked up because obviously Tessa and Taya really went out there and they killed it. We already know that these two women can have incredible matches, so that's nothing taken away from them. It told a good story in terms of Gail Kim finally being pushed to the limit by Tessa Blanchard, that it ended up costing her the match. So yeah, and congratulations to Taya. Mass Republic tweeted this on Twitter saying that it was Taya's first U.S. women's title win. And I actually didn't realize that. I don't know why I didn't realize that. I think because, you know, we've seen Taya do so many incredible things, you know, in so many different promotions that I didn't even realize it was her first U.S. title win. I was like, wait, what? I thought about that. I was like, you know what? They're right. Holy dang, I didn't realize it. But either way, good for them. Good match. Nothing taken away from them on that one. Alrighty. Moving on, guys, we have the main event of the night, which was very talked about, but not for the reasons that you may think. Match number 8 was Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage. First and foremost, I should say that I absolutely loved how Brian Cage came out as, like, the Terminator. Obviously, he's the Machine. That was a very cool choice of wardrobe, I guess you can say. What else? Okay, they did a lot in this match, guys. Both, I think it showcased the very best of Johnny Impact and Brian Cage. They did a lot of little things, like little subtle things that I hadn't seen before that I thought was really cool. They knew that, you know, after the tag team match with Lucha Brothers and with LAX, I think they knew going in, like, okay, we're going to have to really go out there and pull all the stops. And they really did. This match was impactful. It was fun. I thought it really picked up, especially after they did the top rope Spanish fly. You really saw Brian Cage's intensity after that. I was like, holy dang, like, who woke him up? Anyways, that was pretty cool. One of the things that I did not like in this match, guys, and it bothered me more than the finish, I thought it was more problematic than the finish, was actually the involvement of the Survivor guys. I did not like that. I knew it was going to happen because Impact did send out a press release about those guys being there. But I personally was not a fan of it. I think it took the fans out of the match. I think it took away from Brian Cage. I get the fact that it plays well with the story. And, you know, Brian Cage is supposed to be pissed that, you know, I guess Johnny Impact had help from his Survivor friends or whatever. But I don't really care for it because the match really did not need it. They didn't need the whole outside stuff. D-Train says, yes, the involvement of those, I agreed. I don't think the fans really wanted it. You know, I don't mind when there's involvement, but if you're going to have involvement, it has to be from someone, like, really good. If you guys get what I'm trying to say here without saying it. Double J Cry says, yeah, that was beautiful. The Spanish Fly, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, or Brian Cage's intensity, because that was on it. That was on point. But anyways, yeah, I did not like the fact of the Survivor guys. I don't think we needed that. Sorry, guys. Alright, so now what we should talk about is the finish. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys how I felt when I saw it live, and then how I felt after I saw the replay on Twitter, because Fight TV took a little while. They took a little while to post up the replay, so I ended up just watching it on Twitter. Alright, so when it happened, you can tell there was a botch, right? You're like, okay, something didn't go right, there was a botch. But when you see the botch happen, and then afterwards you see the referee count. I only saw the referee count once, okay? This is what I saw live, and then I'll tell you afterwards what I saw. So I thought he only counted once, and then after that I thought, oh good, okay, this isn't the finish, because I thought it was going to be the finish, and then when it wasn't, I was like, okay, good, I'm glad, because that was not a good one. And then, out of nowhere, the music starts playing, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, what did I miss? Did someone tap? What happened? And then I hear the announcer say, like, oh, you know, and still the champion, Johnny Impact. I was like, wait, what? I even thought to myself, what did I miss? Like, did I miss something? And I told my boyfriend, like, what happened? And he's like, oh, no, like, there was a mess-up. And I was like, well, what was the mess-up? Like, I'm so confused. I didn't see a 3 count. I didn't hear the bell ring. What happened, right? Okay, so that was my live response. No idea what happened. So I go on Twitter and I'm like, guys, did they count the 3? I don't know. Did the bell ring? I don't remember. Whatever. So then somebody did tweet me the video, and this is what happened. I wrote it down step by step here. All right, so Johnny was technically supposed to land on top of Brian Cage. Alright, so when you see him, he doesn't land on Brian Cage, and then afterwards he kind of goes on top of him. But Brian Cage's body is sort of like all over the place to where it just doesn't look right. So Johnny didn't land the way he was supposed to land. So then the referee did do the 3 count. There was a 3 count, but the referee did 1, 2. When he did the 3, he kind of hesitated a little bit. Like, he wasn't really sure, like, should I hit the 3 count? Should I not hit the 3 count? I'm kind of hitting the 3 count. All right, so he does count to 3. Johnny sees the 3, and he gets up right away in term to, you know, do his victory. But the referee never calls for the bell. So we never see the referee call for the bell. Never calls for it. But the music is played, and they announce the winner. So I think that the botch confused the referee, and that's where the whole confusion came in terms of, you know, maybe he second-guessed the finish, maybe he forgot the finish, I don't know. But I think that because of the mess-up that happened, that's why he got a little bit thrown off. And then the camera angle wasn't the greatest, so the fans were confused. And because of the camera angle, that also confused the commentators. So they weren't really able to explain what was happening, because if you notice, they were also confused when you go back and you listen to the audio. So because of that, I feel it threw everybody off. And then because the referee never rang for the bell, obviously the bell didn't ring, and people were like, wait, what? So for the TV people, the audience people, if you notice, everybody in the audience kind of didn't know how to react. Everyone was just like, everyone was confused, literally everybody. And unfortunately, that had to happen. I'm not happy that, I feel bad that it happened just because it was such a good show, and it was just that one little glitch in the show that kind of made everybody like, wait, what? And I don't think that you know, that kind of sucks considering that they put on a great show. Does that take away anything from the show? No, it doesn't, because it was a really, really good show. Yeah, D-Train says, yeah, was just a bit of a mix-up. Isn't the Cage first loss an Impact, or am I wrong? I have to double-check that. I would have to double-check that. But other than that, okay, we still have to talk about Killer Kross coming out and powerbombing Taya into the crowd. And then, so, Killer Kross comes out, he powerbombs Taya, he grabs Taya, and for a second, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, is he gonna powerbomb her on the stage? I was like, eek, you know, like already like, anyways, he powerbombs her into the crowd, so everybody's like, what did they chant? They chanted, kill, Kross, kill. That was a very, very, interesting moment too, because he sort of ruined the celebration between Johnny and Taya. You know, Taya had just won her bout, Johnny Impact retained, so it sort of ruined that moment. I really, really love Killer Kross. I think he's absolutely incredible. So yeah, anyways, that was a really good addition, and I think it somewhat distracted people from the finish. So like, even though people on Twitter were still talking about it afterwards, I still saw a lot more people talk about that power bomb instead. So I'm glad, because I don't want people to be all like, what the heck? But whatever, you know. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much the show. Let me know what you guys thought about the main event. what did you guys think about the show overall? Do you guys think that LAX versus Lucha Brothers is a 2019 candidate for match of the year? I personally think so. Nick Butita says, the finish of that match doesn't define the entire pay-per-view. It was still a very good card by Impact. Yes, I totally agree with you, Nick. I honestly really do. I know there's going to be haters out there because I already saw them on Twitter and I was so annoyed. But I don't think that it actually took away anything from the pay-per-view at all. It was just a mess-up. It happens. It's live TV, guys. Live TV. And I think that sometimes we forget that, you know, things can happen. Devil J says it definitely helped. Oh, the power bomb. Yeah, okay, yeah, that definitely helped. D-Train says, yes, overall, I wasn't disappointed. It was worth the time to watch. Yes, definitely worth my money. Also, I need to learn how to redeem my credit on Fight TV. I did it through my account this time. I never usually do it through my account. Usually my boyfriend does it through his account, but this time we did it through my account. I was confused. So I think I get a free calendar. I'm not even sure, guys, but I don't know if you guys saw that they were giving out free calendars. Now I'm curious as to whether or not I'm getting a calendar. I don't even know. All right. Louise, thank you so much for the squishy face. I like that. All right, guys, that was pretty much my review of Impact Homecoming. Great show, guys. I keep saying this all the time, and anytime I talk about Impact, I always use the opportunity to tell people, if you haven't given the product a chance, give it a chance, man, because they really do go out there and they put out solid good matches. They have such good workers. Like, literally, I just think that it deserves more love and more love. And, guys, if anyone here, I know everybody here on the chat watched the show, obviously, but if anybody watches the replay and they didn't see the show, watch the LAX versus Lucha Brothers match. Like, seriously, watch it. DJ says, Impact has improved. I agree. Devil J says, what's next for Impact? I don't know. Keep doing good shows. January 11th, they moved to Pursuit TV, and they're going to be on Twitch at the same time. So I just think, like, continue doing the work that they're doing. Hopefully their move to Pursuit doesn't hurt their ratings as much. Hopefully they don't lose a big chunk of people since the ratings had been going down prior to the big move to Pursuit. So hopefully it doesn't. Luis says, yeah, Impact is not TNA quality. It's great all around. Exactly. I still think some people, like, think that Impact is, like, how, like, TNA was. Even though TNA had great matches, though. I don't see what was wrong. Well, I do, but you get me. All right, guys, yes, good show overall. Worth my money with the LAX Lucha Brothers match alone. Devil J Christ is going to be on Twitch as well. Yes, they are. Alright, guys, so that's pretty much my show here for today. Before we go, first of all, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope you guys enjoy coming on to shows. This is the first time that I'm regularly going on my very own channel to talk about the shows. I'm going to start doing, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm going to start doing every major show. So I did Wrestle Kingdom. I did Homecoming. The next one I'm going to be doing is the Royal Rumble. So I'm going to be doing the major show reviews from major promotions, obviously. And, what else? That's pretty much it. Come back to the channel. I'm still trying to get more interviews with more people. So if you haven't checked out some of my interviews, check them out. I do have my most recent one is with Tyler and Sarah. Check those out as well, and some of the other stuff if you guys haven't seen it as well. All right. And also one more thing, guys. If you haven't followed me on Twitter or on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, I am at _Denise Salcedo on Twitter and Instagram. So please go ahead and check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it because that's the only way it's going to grow. And I hope to see you guys back here on my channel. Mwah to everybody. Hope you have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Tweet me if you watch my live stream, alright? Bye, guys. Have a good night.